channeled message. And also towards the end, I will be pulling some cards that I pre-pulled, although I do not know what these cards are. I just pulled them, left them unturned, and we will organically, kind of view the cards together. So this new moon, yes, is in Scorpio. So no matter what your zodiac sign is, no matter whatever, everyone will feel this energy in a different area of their life. So the messages that I say, apply it to whatever area of life you feel this message pertains to. Now, so for example, because I think sometimes we don't explain that, I am a Scorpio moon, and I'm also a Scorpio rising. So the energy of Scorpio rules my first house. So because that's where my ascendant is, or my rising. So if your rising is Libra, right, then Libra rules your first house. But anyway, so I don't want to get too technical, but depending on what area of the chart Scorpio rules is probably where you will feel this the most. You will probably feel a tug at the opposite of that energy. So just keep that in mind. So wherever Taurus is in your chart, you might feel that area being shaken a little bit, or, expect the unexpected. And that's the best thing that I can say. So anyway, let's get into it. So I'm being pulled towards this Uranus or Uranus energy that is taking place with this new moon. Yes, we will get to the energy of Scorpio and what it deals with and how it will affect us on this day and days after. But part of this energy that we're dealing with is very unpredictable. It is something that you just have to go with the flow, and whether you get a yay or a nay with whatever it is in your life, you have to be ready to face that. You have to be ready to roll with the punches, whether people are with you or against you. This can be very upsetting, this can be very triggering, this can be very annoying, because most of us enjoy our comfort zone. Most of us enjoy things staying the same. As much as we try to admit that we love, spontaneity, or we love, new things, most of us really don't. Most of us do the same thing every single day. You might switch it up a little bit, go on vacation every now and then, but most people wake up, go to work, take care of their kids, go to sleep, do the same thing, play with their dog. Like, it's the same kind of like rotation. And this energy is coming in to change that, to change that routine, to shake up your partnerships and relationships, possibly, or to shake up your work sector in life, or to shake up the way you psychologically deal with things, or to shake up your neighborhood or your relationship with your mother. Something is going to feel like the rug is being pulled from underneath you, but you have this magical ability, like the Matrix. That's kind of what I saw. Like, I honestly, I watched the Matrix so long ago, I can't really remember it as an adult now. I do want to watch it again. But I remember a part, if I'm not mistaken, where he was kind of like, like going back. Sierra used to do that, like back bend shit. Um, and he was dodging the bullets, or he was dodging what was coming at him. And so there is a safety net here. There is protection, I feel, under this new moon, but there is a attack. Like, I'm getting this image or this visual of, like, I hate to go so dark, but just things are not what we think they are. And the quicker we realize that what we feel is sometimes a conspiracy is not a conspiracy, we can do a lot better. We don't have to go down a rabbit hole of aliens and things like that unless you're into that type of stuff. But it is some very weird energy out here right now, and it is not unique. It's weird. And I feel that also we are going to be forced to realize that our way of thinking or what we think we knew so much to be real or our reality is being just slapped out of our lives, for us to realize that it is more in this universe than just us. We are not alone. And the quicker we realize that, the better. Now, with that being said, I also don't believe in a lot of like fear mongering, because I feel like whatever dark negative energy is out here, it preys on our fear. It attacks us in a way that can manipulate us and brainwash us. And the best example I can give you all is, regardless of the way you feel about government, for years, around the neighborhood I grew up in, it was known that you didn't do your senses, and you don't do this and you don't do that. But then you find, because the government is trying to watch you, when, as we know, the government can see whatever they want to see about us, right? We just have to, live life as best as we can, and not be in a fear, in a fear vibration, because it's not going to help us. But the government's going to know what they want to know about us anyway. So us filling out the census doesn't really matter. You have a job that's attached to your social security number. So really they can find you if they want to, right? But you find out that sometimes negative narratives are put out there just to brainwash you. And what I mean by that is, with a little research, you'll find that that is the way that these inner cities and places that are broken down and need assistance get assistance through, through the census, through, whatever congresswoman or man that is helping in that area. So maybe that's not the best example, but my point is, don't you think that energy that is so intelligent we can't really even wrap our brains around it and or understand it would be smart enough to know how to trick you? It's kind of like babies. Like, it's easy for us to give a baby anything. It's easy for us to convince a child to do something, because they're gullible and they're naive, and they're not as intelligent as us as adults. And so I'm just getting this spoon fed vision that it's so much manipulation being done, on the, for bad right now. And so you even have to be careful to what you give your energy into, or what you buy into, or what you believe into. Yes, be prepared, but discernment is the word that I heard. You have to be able to discern and know when you feel like something is right, or when you feel like something is wrong, or when you feel like this is something you need to perk your ears up and listen to, or something that needs to be bypassed. That's what I'm trying to say. So a lot of you all will be feeling this in your personal life. I'm getting an image of, like, if you are feeling that you don't need to talk to someone, or like you don't want to be around their energy, honor that, because some of the energy that we can use under this new moon is amazing for radical change, for realizing that we do have ancestors and energies in other places, God, source energy, that helps guide us, that helps us through these treacherous moments of fear and not knowing what to expect. Um, Now, with that being said, I feel like I've said that a few times. Let's get back to the energy of Scorpio, because this is the other side of it. Um, yes, even though Scorpio can be one of the most feared, scary type of vibes of the zodiac sign, it is also where a lot of our ability to transform takes place. But it takes a frustrating moment right now in order to get you to move, or in order to get you to wake up, or in order to get you to expand your mind to something new. Scorpio energy is amazing for, looking over the debt that you owe, looking at your joint finances, looking at what it is that you want to stack and save or invest for the rest of the year. And I am seeing an opportunity of investment right now. So I don't know how that's going to go. I feel like I instantly went towards cryptocurrency, but I don't really know a lot about this, so I don't really want to speak on that. But it's some type of investment some of you out there have been thinking about doing, and I feel like now will be a good time to go ahead and move forward with those ideas if that's what you ultimately want to do. Now, there can be an overwhelming sense of emotion, feeling, depth, pain, rage, this energy makes me feel like, why can't you feel my pain? Why can't you feel my anger? Why can't you uh be real? Because Scorpio is a pure energy at its core. It is very loyal and it is very dedicated to the mission, to the love, to the job, to whatever it might be. Now, I'm not talking about lower level Scorpio energy. I'm talking about a strong core root chakra. And when you have that energy of loyalty or maybe a strengthened root chakra, it can be very frustrating when people are not as solid as you need them to be. Excuse me, when people are not as solid as you might need them to be, or maybe as deep as you would like them to be. It can be very annoying when you have all these expanded ways of looking at life, and some people can be very closed minded. Don't let that affect you, and don't let anyone else's lack of depth to force you to feel that something is wrong with you. Nothing is wrong with you. If anything, this is an ascension. This is a time to grow. This is a time to put your money where your mouth is. Before I started this reading, I was pulled towards a book that I always talk about. And I want to just read a small passage from it before I move into the tarot. And it says, always do your best. There is just one more agreement, but it's the one that allows the other three to become deeply ingrained habits. The fourth agreement is about the action. I'm sorry, the fourth agreement is about the action of the first three. Always do your best. Under any circumstances, always do your best. No more, no less. But keep in mind, your best is never going to be the same from one moment to the next. Everything is alive and changing all the time. So your best will sometimes be high quality, and other times it will not be as good. When you wake up refreshed and energized in the morning, your best may be better than when you are tired at night. Your best will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick, or sober as opposed to drunk. Your best will depend on whether you are feeling wonderful and happy, or upset, angry, or jealous. Upset, angry, or jealous. Those are other keywords of this new moon to avoid. So we'll replace a wonderful, happy feeling even through the transformation. And we'll try our best to stay away from upset, anger, and jealousy. Okay. Anyway, it says, in your everyday moods, your best can change from one moment to another, from 1 hour to the next, from one day to another. Your best will also change over time as you build the habit of the four agreements. Your best will become better than it used to be. Okay? So that's just a small passage I wanted to read to you. All right. Now let me put on my glasses so I can see. All right. And hello to everyone on the live stream. And we're going to look at what we have. So as I'm pulling this, I'll show you. We have Chiron, Gemini, I think in reverse, and six house routine. Okay, I talked a lot about this already. I said that our day to day would be changing. Right now is a time to really focus on our health and our body. The get your herbs, get your supplements, do and use whatever it is that you use in order to stay healthy and on top of your body being in its best form. Um, it's some scattered thinking. Just because you feel something does not mean it's true. Just because you feel something does not mean it's true. It does not mean that you cannot process those feelings or feel the way that you feel, but nothing more annoying than being pissed, jealous, angry about something that doesn't even really exist, or being pissed and angry just to find out you were wrong the whole time, or thinking that you know everything. When you are at a place of, I was in a clubhouse room last night, and this guy was basically saying, he flat out said astrology is retarded. But as we got into a deeper conversation, you could tell that he had only scratched the surface. I can't say that this book is stupid if I've only read the back. Do you get what I'm saying? I can't say that this book is fucking useless if I haven't fully tried to understand it. At the least, read it, right? And so we have to be careful because our ignorance lies in what we feel that we know. Our ignorance can sometimes put us in a position of feeling like we know everything. So, with that Gemini, I think card being in reverse, talking for the sake of talking is not healthy. Constantly regurgitating and venting the same story over and over and over and over and over again is not getting you any quicker out of that hellhole. Using your stupidity or acting stupid just to get attention or acting helpless in a way to get people to do what you want them to do is manipulation. When we constantly play the victim or dumb ourselves down in order to get sympathy or a ear to listen or whatever it might be, that is being a very manipulative individual. Okay, so keep that in mind. Maybe someone is doing it to you, maybe you're doing it to someone else. And ultimately, Chiron says we have to heal. This is a moon of healing. When I think about Scorpio and it ruling the reproductive organs and how much the vagina goes through during pregnancy and after childbirth and all of these types of, pulling and stretching. And the fact that most times, things will go back to normal after the chaos. Things will go back to being grounded after the change. After life has come into the world, our body has the ability to heal. So just keep that in mind because there is some healing that's going to be taking place. If somebody is gaslighting you or over talking you or manipulating you, you will know. Spirit will show you. Also, the stones of this new moon for me would be lately I've been sleeping with selenite and clear quartz, gaining clarity, and it helps you remember. It helps you remember during the astral projection of sleep. These stones together will help you be able to keep your mind clear as you travel through the different realms when you sleep. It will stop the amnesia after we come out of the sleep realm. For those of you who want to learn astral projection or who want to make their dreams vivid or even have dreams, okay? Now, these stones won't necessarily activate dreams, but they will bring clarity in order for you to tap in if you want to remember or, push yourself somewhere. Okay, so we have, oh my gosh, we have healing again. That's, isn't it healing? Yeah, we have healing again. Oh gosh, y'all, that's weird. Okay, so this is a time to heal, not a time to steal. That is what I heard. This is a time to heal, not a time to steal. This is a time to heal, not a time to steal. When we are stealing something, we feel that we don't have it. When we steal something, we feel scared. When we steal something, we feel that it won't be enough of it. And so this is saying don't worry about what you can get. Focus on what you can manifest and what you can heal after. You have to heal first before you can manifest. It's kind of like putting on clean clothes and you haven't taken a shower. Something is just a little off. Everything isn't going to go quite as smoothly as you want it to. So this is a time to heal. And I'm not going to be too long, but heal in whatever way, shape, or form you can. All right. And once again, we have the Five of Swords in reverse. That kind of reminds me of this Gemini, I think, card. So a lot of you all are coming out of a time of conflict and arguing, even going back and forth with yourself. Spirit has shown you what has hurt you in your life. Spirit has shown you your deep wounds and pains. And if you're not going to transform and start to heal it like Chiron is trying to do, then what are you doing it for? What are you complaining for? So the Five of Swords in reverse is saying avoid conflict and arguments at all costs. This is a time, I repeat, that nobody wants the smoke. Nobody should be going into a full-fledged argument. Scorpio's energy is a natural protector. So instead of getting angry, be calm. Kind of reminds me like the position of the personality type or the disposition of a vampire. It's not, it only does the little rar, like right as it's about to bite you, right? Vampires are normally very mysterious and dark and slow to speak and eerie. They don't operate like that. And we can't operate like that anymore. If someone attacks you, of course, fight back. But we have to know that it's not the time to show our cards. And that's what I heard. It's not the time to show your cards, and it's not the time to be aggressive if you can fight it. And then we have Judgment card, which is a Pluto card. Judgment is Scorpio's energy. So you all see how the energy, shows itself even when it's crazy to me. And Judgment is a time of our spirit guides and God asking us, are we ready? And I'm hearing that song, "Are You Ready?" from what is it, Princess and the Frog. Are you ready? Are you ready to go into this period of darkness where you will find the pure essence of God? Are you ready to go into this darkness where you will have to let go of things that have always been something that you held so tightly to? Are you ready to find your power by surrendering to the things that you normally wouldn't want to let go of? So, Judgment card is here saying that if you have any court legal fees, documents, handle that shit now. A lot of you will be dealing with court cases and agreements and things like that. Ask, ask Pluto's energy to help guide you. Ask God to show you what it is that you need to do, or ask your higher self to guide you. Do not let fear take over, okay? This is a time of action. If you were ever wondering, the time is now. Yes, the time is now. After this new moon, you'll get the answers. So don't be surprised. Don't be surprised either way. And don't let anybody see your surprised nature. Now, our love cards are separation. The time apart is on the horizon, and religious factors in reverse. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual past. Yeah, we're spreading, we're spreading like the Red Sea. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a big sea spreading, and those who are ready to walk through it will walk through it. And those who are not ready to ascend, they will not. A lot of you all under this new moon, you are outgrowing people because you do not spiritually align anymore. And you keep trying to fight this. You keep trying to force this friendship or this relationship or this job or this routine that you know damn well does not align with who you are anymore. You all are not on the same page, and that's okay. Um, uh, sometimes people just have different beliefs, and that's all right. Let them go their way, and you go your way. And through the separation comes liberation. Yep. So take some time apart. Even no matter what happens, leaving is the answer for me under this new moon. Separation at the least is the answer under this full moon, or a new moon, I'm sorry. And then by the full moon in Taurus, we'll see why. Okay.